Okay, folks, let's take a look at this. I'm not impressed, as many of you aren't either. Let's talk about the numbers coming up. My goodness. I always feel sick after I lose to Montreal. Okay, we'll talk about the numbers. We'll talk about the game. Let's go over these numbers. If I haven't jumped out the window by the end of these numbers, it means I'll finish the video. Here we go. All right, shots on goal, 37-26 for the Sabres in the game. We had 49% on the faceoff. They had 51%. Power play, we were 1 for 5. They were 1 for 3. We had 20 hits. They had 27. We had 11 blocks. They had 17. Shots on goal per period. And Sabres, pretty much most of this game, were the better team. I mean, we had 7 shots to 4 in the first, 17 to 9 in the second, 13 apiece in the third for that 37-26 total. Scoring. Barron opens it up for the Habs at the 2:56 mark of the first, makes it 1-0. Skinner ties it up on the power play. Beautiful shot, actually, on the inside of the post there from Cousins and Dahlin. Ties it 1-1, and that's it for our offense tonight, guys. No 5-on-5 goals, nothing. Gallagher in the third at 3:31 makes it 2-1 Habs, and then the Habs basically put it away with Pearson at 16:53, and that's it on the power play. Game over. My goodness, if we're going to play like this year, we are going to be picking up a lot of pieces off the floor by the end of the year, guys. It's early. I know it's early, but I'm concerned. I don't like what I've seen this year so far. We looked really good last game, and then we come out with this kind of performance against a weaker opponent in this one. And it wasn't like the chances weren't there. It wasn't that. But it seems like everybody's snake bitten at the same time. It's just how, except Skinner. It feels like everybody in this team is snake bitten right now, and it's not a good feeling. It's worrisome. You know, we need Tage to score, and we need him to score soon. Look, there's a bunch of things I could nitpick on. There's no point, because really in a game like this, we just lost because we just didn't bury our chances. It's really that simple, a game like that. We were the better team. Truth is, we should have won this game going away, and we let it slip right out of our fingers because we just got, I don't know, a lack of desperation maybe is the word in the third. I don't know what you want to pinpoint it with. There's a lot of things we can pinpoint in this game. I'm frustrated though, so when I'm frustrated, I'm not seeing it as clear as I should, for what it is. I don't like what I seen in the last 10 minutes of that game. That's what bugs me more than anything in this game today, is how we close that game. And the chances we had on the power play were there. But guys, we can't win our games on the power play. We need 5-on-5 goal scoring this year if we're going to be any kind of contender in anything. Our 5-on-5 has to wake up, and that is worrisome right now. That's one thing that worried me about last game, is we didn't score enough goals. I know we won that going away, but we didn't score enough goals. And that kind of worried me going into this. I didn't want to really mention it because there's no point. We won. But it still was worrying me. Where's the games of 5-6 goals? They're not happening yet. And we need to get something going soon offensively, because offensively, and I've seen a few of you mention that the Sabres, what if the offense isn't as good as last year? And that is a good point. That's a good point. What if our offense this year just isn't as good as last year? And we do have a step backwards offensively. Looks like we've picked it up physically. Another 20-hit game here, which is good. Dahlin with a nice hit at the very end again. Dahlin is doing his thing to the best of his ability. I mean, he's got 6 points this year. It's just that, guys, when we need that big goal, it seems like nobody's getting it this year so far. I want to say that again, so far. But it's worrisome. And now the season can start to become looking ugly if we lose tomorrow, and that worries me. That means we officially have had a slow start if we lose this next game. If we lose tomorrow, it's officially a bad start that we've had. 10% of the season's almost gone, and we're in last place, So we got to get rolling, guys. Got to get rolling. And Comrie, as far as I'm concerned, it was fine. Really, he was fine in nets. It wasn't like, I won't say he's the reason we lost. No, and gave up that third goal late. No, it's not really his fault. It was a dumb penalty, but it was a penalty we had to take. The Tuch penalty, we had to take that. We didn't have a choice. Somebody wide open in front of the net. We had to do something. And it's frustrating. I'm not good with losing to the Habs, so I'm going to keep my cool tonight. But my goodness, when we lose to them, guys, I can't tell you. It's like for some of you when we lose to Toronto, or some of you when we lose to Boston, how you feel. This is how I feel when we lose to Montreal. I don't like losing to the Habs. I never have my whole life, so it never sits well with me. And this is the first game I might say I walked into a little overconfident, but I was nervous because we haven't been scoring. Our goals for this year is bad. It's not like slow, it's bad. We're not scoring much 5-on-5, guys. Not enough. Got to get moving. The Sabres have got to get things going. 5 games. I'm going to close this up soon, guys, but let me just go through something here. And I don't know what took Granato so long to pull the goalie. But the truth is, I was on the phone with my friend Abe, and I said, you know what, Abe? If it was me, I would have not pulled the goalie tonight and punished him. That's what I would have done. That's how I felt. Let me just check something, guys. Yeah, 6 games, 13 goals for, guys. That's worrisome. We used to do that in 2 or 3 games last year. Worries me, But look, we're 0-1 on the road. We're 2-3 at home. And guys, the home record is not getting better. And that also worries me. We can't seem to get going at home. And we can't have a year, we cannot have a year where we're like, I don't know, 18-5 at home and make the playoffs. It won't happen. It's not going to happen because I don't think we're going to kill it on the road like last year. And we just got to get winning. We got to get a winning streak going. Maybe it starts tomorrow. I don't know. We just got to get going, guys. And at this point, I don't have any answers except that time. We need just time to get this thing right. It just feels wrong this year. So far, it feels wrong. It doesn't feel like, our big guns got to get going. This is really hurting us. Tage, Tuch, Dahlin, guys that need to score goals. And I'm going to throw Dahlin's name in there. Guys that need to get some goals for us aren't. We need some goal scoring on this team from our guys that are making the big bucks. So far, I'm okay with Cousins, Middlestat, Peterka. There's certain guys I'm good with, but we've got to get moving offensively, or else this season's going to get ugly fast the way it feels right now. This is a real discouraging loss because we just lost to a team, not a very good team right there, guys. Here's my opinion. Tonight, half the league would have beaten the Habs in that game. Half. Right off the cuff, I'll say half. You guys can name any teams you want. I would tell you that half the league would have beaten the Montreal Canadiens tonight in that game the way they played us. We're on our home ice. If we were in Montreal, maybe we would have played better. And I don't want to be saying that this year. I want to feel confident about our home ice, guys, and I'm not yet. As I'm sure many of you feel the same way right now. Oh, wow. Discouraging loss. But early in the year, 2-4. We win tomorrow, 3-4. We're right there again. But I feel like tomorrow's a must-win now. We can't go to 2-5 and then go on 3 more road games. What if we have a bad start on the road this year? Anything's possible. We've got to get going offensively. If we lose tomorrow, I hope we lose something like 6-5, guys. If we're going to lose, I want to lose scoring a bunch of goals. We got to get some goal scoring going on. And too many times the Habs would get really good chances because we were sloppy again. That's another thing. So we got to finish our plays out there. I don't want to start nitpicking at this game, guys. You've seen what I've seen. For me, it's the offense. It's killing us right now. We should have won that game going away. So if we would have got 4 goals, we would have easily won this game tonight. You know, so. All right, guys, leaving it there. Done for the night. This guy is going to go watch anything but hockey to get my mind off of this. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Have a good one.